Today, I want you to quit your diet, because if you're constantly telling yourself and everybody around you that you're on a diet, then I hate to say it, but you've already failed. Diets do not work. Controversial opinion, but it is true. And I say this having been a personal trainer and a certified nutritionist for the last 6 years. And I also say this because it's backed by the latest scientific research. The latest research is pretty conclusive. Only 5% of people who lose weight keep it off in the long term. Why? Well, it's pretty simple. It's because they call it a diet and not a lifestyle shift. Then they give their diet an endpoint, and then they make their diet overly restrictive because they wanted results yesterday. But worst of all, it's normally because they're externally and extrinsically motivated. They're motivated by the need for validation from other people. They're motivated because they think they need to look good on social media. They're motivated because they want abs for those 3 Instagram pictures in Ocean Beach with Uncle Wayne. In other words, they're setting themselves up to fail. But in today's video, which is going to be much shorter than my usual ones, I want to help you to become part of the 5% that don't fail. Part of the 5% that lose the weight and keep it off. Because I want to change that ratio. I hate the fact that 95% of people go through all the effort and then ultimately fail. So how do you become part of that 5%? Well, honestly, it's pretty straightforward. Do the opposite of everything I just said. Don't see what you're doing as a diet. See this as a new, healthy lifestyle that's going to make your life better. Don't, whatever you do, make this a time-bound thing. The people who do this treat it like a sprint. But what happens to sprinters at the end of the race? They're absolutely knackered. Don't tell yourself you're going to go on a 4-week or an 8-week or a 12-week diet. Build a sustainable routine, implementing healthy habits. What we also want you to do is find foods that you enjoy that fit within your calories and macros. And if you don't already know, that is really the start point, knowing your maintenance calorie number. Your maintenance calorie number is the number of calories that you need to sustain your current weight and levels of body fat. And once we've calculated that, we can create a calorie deficit where you're consuming fewer calories than your maintenance. Doing that consistently over an extended period of time is what's going to help you to lose the body fat. And if you can find foods that you enjoy and eat portion sizes that fit within your daily recommended calorie target, that's going to make it a heck of a lot easier. And don't restrict yourself either. 99.9% of people should be eating a balanced, omnivorous diet with all the macronutrients included, your protein, your carbs, and your fats. You don't need to demonize carbs. You don't need to demonize fats. All 3 of the macronutrients play vital roles towards your health. You also don't need to be vegan or carnivore or keto or any of that. These methods, because that's what they are, they're restrictive methods that help you to create a calorie deficit, are very easy to sell because they sound hard. Most people who are investing in their weight loss journey, who are buying into something, whether it's a program, a coach, or whatever else it might be, it's not their first rodeo. They've tried themselves before, and they feel like they tried very hard, and they feel like they tried everything. So it's natural to assume that the solution, the only thing that could possibly work, must be really expensive and really hard. So when some guy comes along and says, I've got the solution, all you have to do is eat 400 calories a day, and they dress it up and call it a cool name like ketogenic, of course it sounds sexy, of course it sounds appealing, of course people are going to buy into it. And don't get me wrong, it can work for some people, but it's very difficult. It's not very sustainable. It's not very fun. But most importantly, you don't need to do it. And lastly, but most importantly, find your why. I said earlier that the reason such a high percentage of people fail with their diet is because they're externally, extrinsically motivated by the need for validation from other people. You want to be intrinsically motivated. Don't be motivated by what you think other people think about you, because trust me, they don't care. Just like you, everyone else is thinking about what everyone else thinks about them. Everyone is so wrapped up in their own little world that no one's actually paying any attention, and they certainly do not care. Be motivated, be the best dad that you can, the best partner that you can, the best role model to your friends, to your family, to your colleagues, to bulletproof your older years, and just to live a healthier, happier life. Listen, I appreciate that losing weight isn't as easy as it's made out to be. I've been there. I was an overweight mess myself, but then I implemented everything that I've told you today, and I lost 45 pounds in 4 months. But more importantly, I've kept it off. And now I do this professionally. So if you're in a bit of a hole, if you feel like you've tried everything, if you feel like you've tried your hardest, I get it. But you're probably actually trying too hard. Strip it back, simplify, implement the stuff I've told you today. And I promise you, you will start to make progress. And as soon as you start to make progress, you've got something so magical. If you could bottle it and sell it, it'd be worth billions. Momentum. Once you've got that momentum, hold on to that and just keep going. Because if you know how to lose 1 pound of fat, then you've got the formula to lose as many as you want. Anyway, I promised that I'd keep this video short, so I'll wrap it up here. But if you want my help calculating those numbers that I spoke about earlier, then you can click the first link in the description underneath this video and I will do it for you for free. I'll calculate your maintenance calorie number, and I'll also give you a daily recommended calorie target to hit so that you can reach your goals faster. But information alone without context is absolutely useless. So what I'll also do is follow up with you and explain everything in detail. Anyway, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you found it inspiring. I hope it's motivated you to start or restart your weight loss journey. And if you have, I would absolutely love it if you could show your support by just smashing that thumbs up button. And of course, subscribing to the channel so that you do not miss the next video. And until then, bye.